as we're getting set to welcome the teams onto the footy field for this game now. Waikato and Counties. Also in this conference, remember, Akarana, the Auckland Vulcans and Bay of Plenty. Southern Conference, by the way, is continuing as well. We've got Wellington, Otago, Canterbury, Aoraki, Southland in there. Winner of that conference is going to go through to the final against the winner of the Northern Conference coming up in, well, it's only a couple of weeks away now. Willie Poaching in for the call for this one. This Counties teams look pretty awesome so far.
They're across the board. They've got some outstanding experience and quality. I'm looking forward to the ball players. Dylan Tavita wearing the 13 jersey this afternoon. His connection with Arthur Crichton in 7 and William Whakatau Mawhiri, the fullback. All intelligent, smart football players. And see how they're able to open the doors and some opportunities for the big players like Sebiko here for Albi Veti.
Veti coming off the bench again in this game, wearing 21. And Sebastian Ikehihifo, boy, he was on fire against the Vulcans in the last game, which Counties won by 17 points to 8. Beat Akarana in the first round 20-10. So tough fought victories, but they have looked in control of both matches.
Yeah, and you'd expect that with the quality of player that they have on board, littered with players that played in the Fox Memorial Grand Final between Otahu and Otahu and Papakura. And of course, Tusa Lafayette taking charge. The challenge for these guys, looking at the scoreline last week for Waikato going down 66-10 against the Vulcans, is trying to stay disciplined and not get complacent. Yes,
indeed. Just get through their sets, make their tackles. Sounds so easy, doesn't it?
It doesn't get off to the best start. 2 players already falling off the tackle.
So here is Waikato. This is Flood. Muru Hauraki into dummy half for the Mana. And there is some big size and power in this Counties Manukau lineup. Ezeka Hihifo and Jamal Hunt make that previous tackle. They have both been outstanding for Counties Manukau in this competition so far. Waikato up to the halfway line. Not a bad set from them to start with. Going to be interesting to see how William Whakatau Mawhiri goes at fullback today. James Dowie not playing in this clash. He's been really good at fullback for Counties so far. Now, it's been lost, hasn't it? Ooh, referee Caddy is going to award a penalty here for Counties Manukau.
Yeah, after a really good set with the ball, and Waikato going into their first tackle of the game. And just too many hands on the ball there. Slight tug, maybe.
A little unlucky,
loose carry as much as it was. Tough call, but yeah, for the Waikato side, whatever they do this afternoon, they've got to do it with purpose and intent, with every carry and every tackle they make, in order to put some pressure on this Counties Manukau Stingrays side.
Hunt with that first carry for the Stingrays. Te Q in at dummy half today. Here's Tavita, who's been the previous dummy half. Versatile player. It's really interesting to see how rugby league's evolved. A lot of hookers developing into middle forwards to expand their game. And here's Ikehihifo. Ruck speed is good here for Counties Manukau. Danger players on this left edge too. Lovely play. They've already got a big boil on here. Andrew Nansen goes very close. That was Nutty. Now Tavita. Looking good here, Counties. Playing with a lot of confidence. Oh, just shifting the ball there, Makaile. No knock on, says referee Caddy. Play on. Here's Tavita Makaile. Sets it up. I want to restart the tackle count as well for Arthur Crichton. Not going to get it this time. DeQ. Here's the kick from Dylan Tavita. And he's overcooked and it's going to be taken by Sorti. So Waikato, hang on.
Yeah, mixed bag that set. Some nice play out on the left-hand side where they go close to getting over the line, if not for some last-ditch defence. That ball looks like it's been reefed out. How does the referee see this? Oh, he sees a knock-on for this one. I thought that was a bit more obvious than the first one.
Oh, all these 50-50 calls going away of Counties Manukau start this game.
You can see the hand of Dylan Tavita's hand come out. And if that isn't a cue that the ball's been reefed out, but unfortunate for Waikato, got to defend again.
Well, referee Caddy seemed to just be having a little bit of problem with his earpiece there. Hopefully he gets that sorted out. It's going to be Whakatamafi to feed the scrum here. Straight away it comes out. It's very impressive edge back row. Tahi Tua, former Tongan rugby player. Nansen in at dummy half. Whakatamafi up in the line. Now Ngati. And here he is again. It is Tahi Tua. Started all 3 games in the second row for the Stingrays this season. Tavita. Nice play from Crichton. Can't quite link up there with Tavita. So going back there to tidy that one up. There's Makaile. Here comes a run now from Manukau, who's on the wing today from the Manukau Magpies team. Here's a little crack at the line from Teku. Good defence by Waikato. They've been solid on their line so far in this game. Last play now. Clever little shift there as Crichton looks for a gap. Going to find one. Beautiful passing from Ika Hihifo. Oh, Tahi Tua. That's fantastic. Nansen. Now Nansen. Can't quite get the bounce, and that's gone dead, so Waikato hang on again.
Yeah, full credit to Waikato. Scrambling well. Getting numbers around the threats. See them working consistently throughout the set. The line and connections. Some trickery in the play from the county's Manukau side. They've got all the answers and a poor kick from Nansen to finish with. And Waikato get a 7-tackle set. Not sure if Tusa Lafaele, the coach for the county's Manukau side, will be too happy with just how loose they are at the moment.
Strickland for Waikato. He's been moved into the centres for this game. He's been playing in 5/8 for the first 3 rounds. So just playing a little bit wider today as we see Whakatamafi get some fancy footwork going. Quite a bit of New South Wales Cup experience in Whakatamafi.
Yeah, spent some time at the Penrith Panthers.
And at Norths.
Norths, and of late been with the Warriors.
So Counties Manukau. Carry there from Manukau, who's playing in the centres now. Tavita, that been knocked forward. It hasn't. TQ. It's play on. Scooped up by Whakatamafi. Nice play from him. Now Dylan Tavita. Good offload from him. Crichton. Whakao Taukala. Very good player. Now Hunt. And there's another little error coming in the game. This time from Counties Manukau. Might have been a little forward pass there to Jamal Hunt.
Just some small signs of concern here. A few of the Counties Manukau coaching staff. They're trying to cheaply get their way out of trouble here. Trying to get some late offloads, some loose play, rather than trying to roll their sleeves up and put some real pressure on the defence of the Waikato side. Things aren't going to come easy, but they're trying to make it that way. They're not prepared at this moment in time to really do it tough and do it hard, which would in turn make it so difficult for Waikato.
And again, at least they've got the man at this end of the field. Now Strickland, that was a nice little late pass at the line. London staying in the field of play just. Whew. Good carry there from BT. And now charging the line, Tikoi. Dummy half Muru Hauraki. Little pressure here on the 13, who is Penny Gastro, Tani Wharo player. Waikato hanging in there at the moment. They're sticking around Muru Horaki. Now the kick here from McLean. Bounce. Oh, doesn't favour Waikato. One of those ones that's going to favour them one day. It's going to bounce back into the field of play. And London with that pink headgear is going to score.
Yeah, I like some of his kick variation. He's kicked early, he's kicked in behind. Whakatau Murphy, normally playing in the 7 position today at fullback, unfamiliar to him. They keep testing him. They could come away with something. Along with that, it's a totally different energy system playing at fullback. He's going to do a lot more long running today. If some of those kicks into spaces find some open air, they could really fatigue him.
Oh, penalty coming for Counties Manukau. And there's Cooley. Was trying to get to his feet quickly there. He's got his first run of the rep season. Viliami Cooley wearing 20. Played centre for the Leopards in the Fox Memorial final this year, which of course they won 8-4 in a really close game against Mount Albert.
And a great final that was too.
Here comes Counties Manukau. Now Hunt. Yeah, all the finals at Fox Memorial have been good the last few years. Here is Tevita. Oh, he threw the dummy there, then just lost his footing, and now there's still a chance here for Dylan Tevita. Good tackle coming in that time from Tekoi. Big charge at the line here from Counties Manukau. Well repelled, Vakau Takakala. Now Tevita, lovely little pass. And there's the try. Going over to score it is the winger with the 3 on his back. That's Khan Munukau. And it is 4-0.
Yeah, just too much pressure for the Waikato side. Dylan Tevita, he was the one to really cause some trouble. It looked like they had him on the first occasion. He bounces out. Sebiko Hifo. He bounced out of a tackle and got an offload. Nice play from Vita Mikaele, the centre for Counties Manukau. Puts Khan Munukau in over the corner for their first try. And it was that man, Arthur Crichton, the 7 for Counties Manukau, saw the space out there, shifted the offload from Sebiko Hifo to the space where it needed to go, and took some quality to finish it off. And Manukau did a great job.
Well, 4 points to 0 it is to Counties Manukau. There is Khan Munukau, plays for Manukau, and they had a great season, making the semi-finals of the Fox Memorial season this year. So William Whakatau Murphy now to line up this conversion attempt. Two from 3 in their last game against Auckland. They had the bye last week, didn't play last week. Looked a little sluggish to start this game too, didn't they, the Counties Manukau Stingrays? So it remains 4-0.
Yeah, they've looked a little bit off the pace for what we would expect and what they'd expect of themselves, the Counties Manukau side, but by equal measure, you got to give some of that credit to the Waikato side for what they've been doing defensively.
Oh, they've got to keep playing right the way to the 80th minute, this Waikato team. Tahuri to restart play here for Waikato. And here comes Hunt. Still playing as well as ever, Jamal Hunt.
What a great 7 he's been.
100% he has. As has his wife, Angelina. Of course, the sister of Ali Leotawa. Herself a fine rugby league player still these days. Angelina Hunt. Here is Vakau Takakala. Good carry from him. New Zealand NZRL Domestic Player of the Year last year. Te Q. Now is Ika here for good ball. Tevita straight through. No support for Tavita, but he smashed over the fullback, and Teku's over. Excellent try to Counties. Oh, you can't beat experience from Sebastian Ikahihifo. And then that run from Dylan Tavita was sensational as well.
I take it back to the kickoff, where they got some depth on the ball, the Waikato side, but they all waited 25 metres out until they made contact with Jamal Hunt, who eventually got tackled on the 30-metre line. And from then on, throughout the set, they were always on the back foot, Waikato. And as you said, Sebeka Hifo, big carry, followed by Dylan Tavita. And you can see, nice carry, nice tip on from Sebeka Hifo. Dylan Tavita meets the fullback, brushes him away, says, get out of me. And then Tekel, Matty Tekel, scores under the post for the second of the afternoon for the Counties Manukau side. But the lesson for Waikato, if they're going to kick it deep, beautiful, but you've got to chase it and really start your defensive set the way you want to go on with it.
10-0 with that conversion. Matty Teku, another Otago player. And that was a very nice finish. He was Johnny on the spot. All hookers, good support play, but all the lead up there was sensational. Sebastian Ikahihifo, 39 games for the Warriors between 2012 and 2015, and then he nipped up to Huddersfield and played 140 games for them. Also played some games for Salford as well. And there's a kick out on the full from Waikato. That is not in the playbook.
No, to back that up, just conceding a try. And you back that up by kicking the ball out on the full. When all your talk has been, we're going to kick it deep, we're going to get some defensive sets down there, really restrict their yardage, put our bodies on the line. Oh, and then all of a sudden you're back in your half, defending 20 metres off your line.
Against a team that's got their tail up.
Yeah, really got the wind behind them, and so full of confidence.
So Hunt setting it up again for the try scorer Teku. Tavita at first receiver, Ikahihifo next man up. Post contact meters as good as ever from Ikahihifo. Just dominating the match, as is this player here, Dylan Tavita. Counties Manukau looking likely again. 10 metres out. Teku in dummy half. Whakatau Mafi, and now Vakau Takakala. Oh, he's lost it. Taken away by Tahuri. But no. It's going to be a knock-on against both teams. Looks like the first infringement was coming there from Waikato.
I really like the build-up. I spoke about it before the game. Dylan Tavita, William Whakatau Mafi, and Arthur Crichton. Those three ball players getting involved and setting up plays. And that's what happened in the lead up to that. William Whakatau Mafi playing at the line. It's just unfortunate that they couldn't quite secure the ball. It goes loose. The referee sees the double knock on.
Waikato, in fact, have got the scrum feed. That's McLean. Tough end of the footy field here for Waikato. They've got to be very careful. They've got to run decisively. Owen Tekoi under pressure straight away. Got to run hard and straight. Oh, the look of Kalani Beatty stiffened up this ball running capability. Kalani Beatty, number 4. Now the other centre is Brodie Strickland. In his debut rep season for Waikato. Uru Horaki. I touched on Strickland has played at 5'8" for the last 3 games, but he's moved out into the centres today. Straight down the throat there of Whakatau Mafi. Hits the line nice and hard. Great run from Whakatau Mafi. Looking for support and not getting any on that occasion as Billy Gudgeon flies back there for Waikato. Now Nansen, tailor-made for the nippy winger here. Nansen plays it for Crichton. Here's Vakau Takakala. And it looks like he's just short. In fact, he's held up.
with the likes of Waikato Kala and Jamal Hunt, Sebeke Hifo.
It's
they're
relentless.
big enough to handle them. But when you've got a fullback the size of William Whakataumafu who can run like that, just so many danger signs for this Waikato defence.
Well, Tahi Tua again, showing some power, but he's held up as well. And I was just saying, it's relentless. Ika Hihifo hunting this man here. And then we mentioned Vakau Takakala. And then you got the silky little skills that Tavita offers. It's just a very balanced Counties Manukau team this year. Got all the bases covered. There's Tavita. Clever little switch of play for Sam Nutty. And Sam Nutty, he has scored the try. So after two players being held up, Sam Nutty going over.
We've spoken about the power that they possess within their ranks in this Counties Manukau side, but that time is just a bit of smarts from Dylan Tavita, sitting on the right-hand side of the ruck, switches play, finds his 5'8", and Sam Nutty, who steps back off his left foot. So much space there. Waikato not able to get off their line defensively, going sideways against this big Counties Manukau side. Just makes it so easy when they get close to put it down and they get their third of the afternoon.
Well, Sam Nutty, 25 years of age now, former Fox Memorial halfback of the year. Still playing loyal to his Manukau Magpies team. See a few players switch clubs, don't we, Willie?
Yeah,
But
we do.
Sam's sticking with the Magpies. Good on him.
And they were fantastic this year, Counties Manukau, and surprised a few sides. And close to the team of the year for me with how they performed. They pulled off some big shock results. But I love the way they played when they moved the ball around. Great to see Sam Nati representing them out here today.
Yeah, we've got three Manukau Magpies players playing today. Kan Manukau, and off the bench today, Pai Falau, who's that big charging prop. He's not the worst.
As if they haven't got enough of them.
Exactly. Here's Whakatamafi. 16 points to nil. Counties Manukau. And there he is, Sam Nutty. Fine player. Boy, they're just flush with depth in all sorts of positions, aren't they? Counties Manukau.
Now we can see it again. See where they finally made contact. It's only 2 metres off the line. And looked like for a third time in a row they may have got it held up. But desperation from Ngati finally sees them put the ball down.
Oh, good stuff from Waikato. They're fighting hard. The goal line defence has been all right so far.
Yeah, they've been spirited.
Yeah.
They have been. They've showed a lot of fight here. Just some finer details.
And of course, the firepower coming from the other side of the field is immense, as we've touched on. Ikahihi forward that first carry. Halfway through the first half. Here's Jamal Hunt again. He's just blessed with that late kind of body work swerving. Difficult to tackle. And you got Tahi Tua, who's just a tough man to tackle, full stop. Coming back on the inside again is Vakau Takakala, hanging the right edge today. Equally adept in the loose forward position. To Q. Hunt. Good hands from Tavita. Nice play from Crichton. Now it comes to Nati. This is great. Here's Nansen. Off that pass from Cooley. Good connections from Counties Manukau. Looking solid. Cooley into dummy half now. Nati again. Tavita. Going for the worm burner this time. Picked up here by Manukau. And he has got some fancy footwork there going on. Kan Manukau. No wonder he's happy. That was a very nice score.
And it looked like a kick out of nothing here from Dylan Tavita, who's looked dangerous with ball in hand. And this time he puts foot to ball and just wobbles down. As you said, it was a worm burner that didn't get any air. But Manukau picks it up, throws a couple of dummies, turns to the defensive line of the Waikato side in and out. And his footwork is too much. And that weight of possession. They've got the power play, which is obvious with their size in the countryside, but they're showing some silky skill here too.
Well, the scary thing for most teams is counties have gone and actually made 5 changes to their team from their last performance, and I can tell you the 5 that are not playing today: Toiti Ramsey, James Dowie, Emiliano Makaile, Manu Fatialofa, and Mosese Whaiamani. They are all really good players as well. There's some outstanding depth in the county's Manukau team this year. Really is.
Yeah, he's assembled a really strong squad to Salafaele, and they're going to take some stopping if anyone is to challenge him to winning this competition.
Whakatau Mawhi converts to try. He's got 3 goals in the game now. 22 points to 0, 3 from 4. Nice, clever little kick, wasn't it? Had that little bend on it back towards his winger. So it was always going to be difficult for Waikato to pick up.
I'd love to see whether that was his intention, whether that was meant to go just wobble there.
Well, we should ask him after the game. What do you reckon he's going to say? Of course it was.
Yeah. Scored, didn't we?
Exactly. Nah, nice shot from Dylan Tavita. Well, it's important here for Waikato to keep their heads up. Keep playing the game here.
I spoke about when they tackled Jamal Hunt. They didn't quite get to the 20-metre line. They did last time, but the line was broken. You've got to get some connection, just like here.
Oh.
Oh.
And then hope for a little error like that.
And things will go your way. Best position on the field for Waikato in this game so far.
Yeah, it's Crichton dropping the ball there. Nice job by his opposite number there. Te Atuhua Cowan.
Yeah, putting his body on the line. Smart play to get his hand on the ball, one-on-one. Let's see what the Waikato side can come up with here.
Well, this is where counties are dangerous too, because they'll thrive on this challenge here, keeping their opponents out here. Full set of 6 now. Here's this impressive centre, Beattie. Attracting plenty of attention again is Kalani Beattie. Strickland. Brody Strickland. From the Rangariri Storm Club. Now McLean. Back on the inside, Gudgeon. Just looking for someone to take the game. This attack by the scruff of the neck here. All the hands from Tahuti, just letting himself down. He's been frustrated with that.
Yeah, see an opportunity down the right-hand side. Cowan playing at the line, playing out to his fullback, Tahuti. Just didn't get the pass high enough. And Tahuti puts it down. The best opportunity that Waikato have had in this first half goes begging now. They've got to go on defence, front up and tackle this big, big Counties Manukau side.
Whakatau Mawhi to feed the scrum again. Already had one big run up field and Nanson's got plenty of gas. Whakatau Mawhi again proving useful with the ball in hand. Here's Nanson. He gives it 110% for being the smallest fella in the team, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He goes into contact with everything that he's got.
Outcome Counties now through Cooley. And here is a fantastic little dab by the interchange player, Jose Rangaringikau. Whakatau Mawhi. Here's Tahitua. Clever player again. Nice play from Whakatau Mawhi. Bounce is going to favour them. Now, was that played out? Or knocked on there? Tahuti.
Both sides looking at the ref. What are you going to come up with? And a little grubber kick from Counties Manukau. Referees have judged that it's been knocked on in the contest. And the Waikato side are just looking at the referee and saying, please give us one. Hard to see on that angle.
Oh, let's see what they can do here. Here's Crichton. Now Tavita. Oh, Mikaele has lost it. Tavita Mikaele. So Strickland picking up the loose ball for Waikato. Bonus there, maybe a bit of justice there for them. Now here's London.
Bit of that karma, Glenn.
Yeah, bit of that karma. You said it. Here's Tahuri. Got to hold the ball here, Western Tahuri. Looked like I might have just bobbled free there for a second, but he does well to hang on there. Away goes Sorti. Hamilton City Tigers player. Better set, but more urgency, but more pace going here for Waikato in this set. 10 minutes to play until half-time. Bit of fresh legs out there now too. Eddie Gestro with that tackle. London chasing this one down, but... Ooh, Whakatau Mawhi. The bounce worked out for him again. Nicely tackled there by Jerome Flood.
Yeah, he's quite fortunate. Whakatau Mawhi looked like for a moment the ball was going to bounce back to the Waikato side. As he gets it, he regathers, gets a perfect start for his side to go straight on the attack again.
Karangan Giao is out there now, and there's a good charge by Stedman Lefo. Good to see him still playing some rep footy. Lovely shift of the ball to Nansen. Nansen! Oh, did he get it down though?
He's not real confident. The referee's given the tap 20.
Well, it was a lovely spread of the ball, shift of the ball out that left edge, wasn't it?
Both sides look really, really dangerous and had some quality about their execution when they've shifted the ball. I'd just like to see Waikato now go a little bit wider of the ruck. They're not going to match Counties for power. They've got to try and get some ball movement just like this.
Nice tackle from Manukau. Here's Nansen again. See if we can pick up the put down here. Referee Caddy in good spot there, and it's Kalani Beatty with the try saver. He's playing well at number 4.
Very good. Great try saver, great effort to get back, but he's some strong, strong carries when he's been called upon.
Speaking of strong, that tackling is excellent there. Albert Vete out there now wearing 21. Former Warriors and Storm player. 54 games he played in his NRL career. And he's going to be coaching the Harold Matthews team next year for the Warriors. Has that been lost here by Darwin Tekoi?
I think Tekoi tried to use the ball to get up before the tackle was complete. I'm not sure if his hand ever came away from the footy. And you see the ball's down. And he's just got it to the ground too soon. He needed to keep it to his chest.
In certain times, in certain games, with certain referees, we see a penalty be blown there for Waikato, don't we?
That's right. That's right. And he's ready to play the ball, but they're still messing around in the tackle.
Not to be, though, on that occasion. Here is Cooley. Nansen into dummy half. Nati. Now Vete. Big fella running at a small fella. Albert Vete. Whakatau Mawhi, or rather it is Vakau Takakala onto Lefo. Stedman Lefo, 30 years of age now, playing for Papakura these days. Vakau Takakala again. Counties hunting down their 5th try of this game. Another one just before half-time. That is going to be a penalty against Siueli Kaho for Waikato.
Yeah, referee's called him for a hand. It looked like it was his boot. It interfered with the play of the ball. Just compounding the trouble that they're in here at Waikato.
Tahitua going very close. There's a little dive at the line, but Jesse Karangan is going to be hung up, is going to be held up rather. He looks a live wire too. This is his first game for Counties this season. Charge of the line here by Falau. Pai Falau, 5 metres out. Karangan Giao into dummy half again. Slow play the ball this time from Falau. Lefo. Hands for Tahi too. It's gone backwards though. Cooley's got it. Cooley has scored the try. Yes. Viliami Cooley.
He's threatened on a couple of occasions. It looked like he had put Nansen away a couple of minutes ago for Nansen to drop the ball over the line. And this time, he says, I'll do it all myself. Finds the numbers defensively. Waikato over chasing. Gets down nice and low. Viliami spinning out of tackles. Carries 2 over. And gets number 5 for the afternoon for the Counties Manukau side.
Yeah, Cooley over. Emiliano Tavita. Mikhailian rather not playing today. So Cooley getting his chance. So Counties Manukau really starting to kick clear of the Waikato mana now. And there's just got all the bases covered as we've touched on. There's Viliami Cooley at the back there. James Dowie running water today. See, he just sprayed himself with water, Willie. You're getting tired running the water bottles around, is he?
It's a tough job.
Tough job, very tough. No, he's been playing really well. He's played super well for Counties fullback in the last 2 games.
He's been a big player for Papakura the last couple of seasons.
Whakatamafi again. So he's 3 from 4 in the game. And over it goes for a 28-0 scoreline now for the Counties Manukau Stingrays. Couple minutes out, 5 minutes out, in fact, out from a half time.
And just a small goal for Waikato now. Standing behind the post, having some discussions about half-time is nearly approaching. Let's try and keep them scoreless between now and that half-time whistle. Let's make that our goal. Let's chase, let's work hard defensively and restrict these ball carriers from the Counties Manukau side.
Here's Vete. Oh, that offload that he's so well known for. Garangan Giao. Crichton waits at dummy half. Now Lefo. Counties already in the half here as we see Pai Falau. 8 tries for Manukau this season as we see Wakao Takakala again. He's a good all-round player, isn't he? Capable of taking the big hit-ups, but he's got lovely hands. Vete, speaking of players in that ilk. Look for that late offload every time Vete runs it forward. Last play now for the Stingrays. Now it comes to Crichton. Crichton going to have a crack. Oh, could be a try here for Falau, but he's held up. I just wondered whether it had come forward there off Falau, but referee Caddy said it was all right.
Yeah, he's scored for the held-up tackle. That's the 5th time Waikato have held a player from Counties in the in-goal area. As I said, they've done the first bit, defended that first set.
Oh.
They're coming up against a beast of a team in the Counties Manukau side, both with and without the ball.
Well, Tahuti's having a tough day, isn't he? Got the full force there of Fine Wakao Takakala. London not used this time. Beatty, he's about the only one that's able to make post-contact metres. I reckon they should play him in the front row in the second half.
And some of that's the way he's running. He's
Very
He's got some
strong
real
upper body.
purpose about taking on whether it's 2 and 3 defenders, and it's bringing him some joy.
Crichton in there making a big tackle this time. That's a good shot from Arthur Crichton on Penny Gestro. Little kick there from McLean. Like the change of tactics here. And there, it's been overrun by Whakatau Mawhi, but again, he just manages to get it.
Yeah, love the play. He's trying to sit deep. And Caleb McLean, the number 6 for the Waikato side, seen it a couple of times now. If he can just get a little bit more height, might get a bounce back. But Whakatau Mawhi's done a great job in securing the ball for his side out the back there.
Andrew Nansen. Jersey flag player of the Warriors in 2024 last year. Karangan Giao, and now here comes Tahi Tua again. That is the first time we've seen him driven back all season, and it's our man Beattie again.
Yeah, not just with the ball, fronting up defensively. Great tackle, BT.
That's a smart run from Vetia, though. He ran behind the ruck there, that Beattie did hand, and look at Cooley busting through that same space. 30 seconds left in this first half. County's hot on the attack again. Ngati. Oh, tough pass there, and Manukau keeping it in the field of play. Oh, and knocked on by Makaile. Well, good defensive pressure from Waikato.
Yeah, pressuring the ball players, pressuring the man on ball. These numbers still coming across.
Well, I reckon that tackle on Tahi Tua a moment ago by Beattie is just about tackle of the whole Premiership. Awesome.
And they should take a big lift out of that. Waikato now going into half-time. Know they can match him physically.
Still going to be a hard road back for Waikato, clearly, with that scoreline. 5 tries in the first half, 2 to Manukau, Tikio, Ngati, and to Cooley. 28 points to 0. Back for the second half shortly here at Papakura. Well, all set for a second half here between Waikato and Counties. Counties Manukau Stingrays up by 28 points to 0 against Waikato Mana. And referee Caddy gets the second half underway here at Papakura. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to your company right the way through this game. Don't forget there's another game coming up here from Papakura today. It's a triple header with the Vulcans and the Lakers playing in the Northern Men's Conference as well. Earlier today we had a thriller in the Women's Premiership. Akarana just hanging on to their unbeaten record, beating the Auckland Vulcans 22-20. What a terrific end to that game. So Rugby League is alive and well at Premiership level, both men's and women's. Here's Crichton. Good run from Arthur Crichton. Taking the line on, tackled there by his opposite number, Cowan. Gangaring Giao, and here he is again. Sort of run from Ngati. Rangan Giao. Up goes the bomb from Whakatau Mawhi. Makaile chasing through here. Nicely taken by London. Hasn't had too many opportunities to show his wares in his first game this season. And now here comes Tahuri.
And as they have done all afternoon, just easily rolling down the middle of the park. Counties Manukau. Even the halfbacks having some joy, making meters. Finish off with a great kick from Whakatau Mawhi. But they'll be disappointed with the way they finished that set. Just a poor chase on the back of it.
Strickland. Continuing at dummy half for Waikato is Kyle Koroheke. Turanga Waiwai player. Playing with that one was Kaho. And here goes the kick from McLean. Well weighted, beautifully taken by Kalani Beattie. And now here's a chance for Sorti. Still the last here for Waikato. In fact, it might be a fresh set. Cowan. Now, Gudgeon. Kaya Koroheke. Here's Beattie. Only beat you. Waikato player back in 2021. Cowan. Let's pick up there from Kaio Koroheke. Good play here from Waikato as we see. Kaho hit the line. Good defence again though by the Counties Manukau Stingrays. It was Mikaele that time. Now here's Kaho again. Trying to squeeze between those two defenders, Kaho. A good tackle coming in there from Mikaele. McLean. Oh, hard luck. It's still play on and Cooley's got it. Look out, Viliami Cooley. He's a hard man to tackle.
Yeah, they gave up on the play once he knocked it on. They just stopped chasing and working hard in Waikato. And they're going to find things tough going because they've really got their back up. And they're going to have a real determination about the Counties to keep that 0 on the scoreline against the Waikato name that way throughout the course of this second half.
Well, those first two tackles, they went 50 metres there. Manukau. Wakao Takakala offloads to his back row buddy, Tahitua. Karangan Giao at dummy half. Nice hands there from Crichton. Good hands again from Tavita. Manukau. Manukau proving hard to tackle. Almost dug a hole there to get under that player. Mikaele. Here's Lefo. Good tackle. Keeps out Stedman Lefo. This is good play from Counties though, isn't it, Crichton? Good intensity to this attack, but the bounce hasn't favoured them there and Tahuti has it.
And Whakatau Mawhi getting himself in on the action on the last play. It wasn't the worst outcome, putting the grubber in, but I thought they may have got some joy. They had numbers out to the left. And see, they're building their way into the second half.
Cooley in there making a pretty big tackle here on London. And here he is again. Not the tallest lad, is he, but he gives it 100%. He's stuck in there, the 20. Waikato with Tekoi. Kaio Koroheke. Has to kick downfield. And all the way down to Nansen. Here he goes again, Nansen.
And a much better start for Counties Manukau. Tusalafaele would have spoken to them about really getting numbers in the tackle when Waikato are coming off their own line, slow up the ruck, get some control, get some line speed. They did that perfectly.
Falau, fast play the ball. And going to be a penalty against the Counties Manukau team here. Pai Falau. Is that a penalty for playing the ball too fast?
Yeah, the referee saying that he wasn't held, as there was no defender on top of him.
I reckon he's right too.
Okay. So my thing is with this.
hang on, let me hit record here. Right, go for it, Willie.
Where is the knock on? Where is the illegal play? He's put the ball down, yes, but it's gone backwards. So where is there a knock on?
Let me hit stop. Now I've just sent that message to the NTRL, mate. Excellent.
Thank you. Send it to Peter Valandis, please.
Yes. Oh, we like to have fun here, don't we? There's all little rules in the game like that, which deserve analysis from time to time. Here's a chance for Waikato on the halfway line. Now here's Beatty. Sorti. And here's Cowan. Penny Gestro. Kaio Koroheke doing a good job at dummy half in this game. Now McLean caught him a session there, the Tani Wharo 5/8. Kaio Koroheke again. Here's the kick from Cowan. Sat up there nicely for Whakatau Mawhi. Those balls, bouncy balls, have just fallen into his hands virtually the whole game. The bounce has favoured him every single time.
And to say that he's not normally a fullback and he's playing in a foreign position, he's done a very, very good job out the back.
Here's Nansen. Yao. Now here comes Cooley again. Makau Takakala. Oh, he's hit hard. A good tackle this time. Nati. Tahitu has lost it. Rare mistake this time in the game.
Yeah, the right idea from Nati to go long ball. Tahitu, I don't think the ball was intended for him. He wanted to get his hands on the ball, and in doing so, in his effort to do so, he's knocked it on.
Here's Jerome London. Sortie, dummy half, can have a little dab, the winger. Runs into, unfortunately for him, the biggest man on the field, Tahitua. Oh, run here from Tahuri, like the energy in the set here from Waikato. Kai Okoroheke, there goes the big bomb up from McLean. And that one's going to go out, unfortunately, for Waikato, but that was one of their better sets in the game.
The last couple have been very, very good. They've tried to get some offload and some ball movement. That time they're relying on some of their smaller, quicker blokes and getting some tempo about their play. Yeah, you can see from some of these pictures, the body language is saying the Counties Manukau are starting to feel the pinch of this game too.
Pai Falau with that first carry. That's Mikaele. Taumafi up in the line. Here's Tahitua again. Veteran back rower.
Oh.
He was like playing in a small cage there, wasn't he? Can't get out of the cage.
Got about 15 tackle busts.
Did. Here's Lefo. Good run from Stedman Lefo, winding the clock back a little bit there. What a star he was back in his junior days. Makau Takakala. Running down a bowling alley. Skittles going everywhere. Here's a lovely little pass. Crichton, oh, that is superb. How good was that try? That's try of the game. And it's Whakatau Murphy who's finished it off. Beautiful little passing there from Counties Manukau.
And there's some power play again from the Counties Manukau side. Whakatau Kala with a quick play of the ball. Ngarangi wheel, out of dummy half. He gets it out to Crichton. Silky play from Crichton. As he's falling to ground, gets it out to Whakatau Murphy to put it underneath the sticks. That is a great team try, well worked, great build up. And they get their first try for the second half, Counties Manukau. And he gets an opportunity to convert his own try, Whakatau Murphy.
Whakatau Murphy, 24 years of age. And that there is his first try of the NZRL Premiership this year. So nice job from Whakatau Murphy. And yeah, what about that pass from Crichton? Pass of the game for sure. It's been a good start by Waikato, pretty much like the first half. First 10 minutes has been all right. Just haven't really threatened to score any points. But they're giving it a crack. 34-0.
Well, Eugene Davies, the coach of the Waikato side, speaking before this one, mentioned in their loss last week, the 60-6-10 loss against the Vulcans, that there were a few positives to take away. There's plenty this afternoon. There's plenty already in this game for them to be positive about.
Whakatau Murphy now 1 try and 5 goals in the game. Tusala Faeli on the sideline and Phil Gordon, co-coach of this county's team. That's a bit of a formidable pairing. One day we need to ask Phil or Tusa how many times they've coached against each other at Premiership level. because that would have happened plenty of times. Phil
And who's got the bragging rights?
Well, exactly. I was thinking Phil was pretty much a Nakarana stalwart for many years. And then when the Vulcans emerged in the last 2 to 3 years, Tusa was coaching that team. Now Lefo. Garangan Giao. Now Crichton. Good ball and all tackle coming in right there from Siwakaho. Falau continues and back goes Kaio Koroheke. He's in there making another tackle. Again, these big middle forwards. Whakao Takakala. Relief for Waikato there. Tahi Tua didn't get the ball. Here comes Tahuri.
Not on that occasion. Nice set after points. Not getting too complex. Started with Albert Vetti, showing all his experience here for Counties Manukau.
Sorti, oh, Vetti. You're running into those two right there. There's damn near 230 kilos of man muscle with Tahi Tua and Vetti, and then you throw in Whakao Takakala. Those three on screen right there, those county players. What do you reckon? 360 kilos? Combined weight, third of a ton, mate.
Well, I mentioned it earlier. For Waikato to get any joy, they've got to play a little bit wider or move the ball, throw some deception. When you're 60 kilos soaking wet and you're trying to take on those big fellas that you're mentioning, it's always going to be tough. And Albie Vetti just loading himself up on a couple of occasions, and that time too strong in contact, dislodging the ball. I just don't think it's a good idea, or that the fullback, Tahuri, will be doing that again.
That's nice. Manukau. Hard to handle again. There's Khan Manukau. Nice shift of the ball out of the right edge to him. Whakatau Mafi. Now Crichton. Falau. Oh, he's lost it. Rare mistake. These are all knock-ons both ways there. There's the referee. Let's see if we can pick this up.
Yeah, Muru Horaki, the hooker for Waikato, getting his hands around the ball. Don't think there was a strip, but the ball comes out and the referee sees another knock-on from Waikato. And see if they've learned their lesson not to try and take them up the middle, especially with their smaller blokes.
Well, 15 minutes played in the second half, just the one try since half-time. And it was a good one too from Whakatau Mafi. Now Kalani Beatty. Here comes Sorti. On the right wing for Waikato in this game. Muru Hauraki back out there now. Here's Te Koi. Te Koi got to stay in field here. Not to be for Darwin Te Koi.
And that's a great tackle from the wingman Nansen. And you could see what Te Koi was thinking. Try and go for the smallest man on the wing. And he fronted up, drove him to the sideline, got some help from his centre partner and Viliami. Well done, Nansen.
Nansen with that first carry. Here's Counties through Cooley. Ngati. Now Tahi Tua. Gets that offload away to Vetti. Albert Vetti. Still got that he's still playing. He's moving to full-time coaching next year, though. Of course, he was assistant coach of the Warriors, one of the junior teams this year, too, as we see Counties on the blow here and lost again. And unfortunately, Tahuri just couldn't quite pick up the ball there and capitalise on that.
And Jerome Flood, the substitute for the Waikato side, he's the one that put his body in the line, left shoulder, getting underneath the ball here. Great front on tackle. I'll give Caleb McLean a little bit of credit there as well. He got himself in on the effort. Jerome Flood, great shot on the goal line.
Yeah, former New Zealand residence player. Jerome Flood, back in 2019. He's 31 now. Of course, his twin bro, Jaden, has been floating around the Waikato team this year as well. Again, good to see those two still playing. Jaden Flood not playing today, but he has featured in the first 3 matches this season. Now, the word's going out on Kalani Beattie. They have kept him quiet in the second half, the number 4, after some damaging runs from him in the first half.
Oh, that damaging run and that big tackle just before half-time. He was the most dangerous player in their ranks for the Counties Manukau side.
If I could tell Murphy gets another great bounce.
He's worked hard. No, he's reading when those short kicks are coming, but he's also getting on his bike and working real hard to get to the ball before the chasers from the Mana can get their hands on the balls.
Manukau. Now, bad news for Waikato. Jamal Hunter's back on. That means Ika Hehifo won't be far away. Te Q's back on as well. Ngati, Tahitua. Tahitua proving difficult to handle again. Tahitua. Matty Te Q at dummy half. Charging close to the line. I think that was Manukau coming in from the wing. And he's held up. In fact, it's Hunt. Like an injured player just pausing proceeding there.
And that's a real area of positivity for the Waikato side. Just how many times in the last-ditch efforts they've been able to stop a scoring opportunity from counties. 6 or 7 times I've counted where they've got underneath the ball. And to do that, you've got to show some desperation. You've got to show some physicality and unity, as they did then, to get numbers around the ball to secure it from getting down on the ground. And sometimes, as is the case here, you've got to put your body on the line and just hope Tahuri is okay coming out of this.
Yeah, it looks like he might have been squashed between Jabal Hunt and the posts. Sandwiched. Hopefully he's just winded from that. He's been pretty gutsy in the game at various times. Mind you, there's not many Waikato players that haven't been gutsy in this game.
No, not at all.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with their attitude, Willie.
No, they've thrown everything they have at this game. Just come up against a beast of a team that are in a mood. And when you're able to take off Lefau, and then you put on Jamal Hunt, and we just saw in those pictures, as you mentioned, Seb Hika-Hefo, he's back out there now on, I dare say, for Albi Vetti.
And Falau.
Replacing like for like. So dangerous. And then you got on the edges Tahitua and Waikato Kalo has been so dangerous.
Yeah, Counties have set themselves up really well. They had the tougher draw with the Akarana and Auckland Vulcans teams first and second in their draw, but they beat both of them. And now they've really put themselves in a strong position with Bay of Plenty to come after this game. And then what looks like will be the grand final against the winner of the Southern Conference.
Yeah, they've put themselves in a really good position. Tough start coming up against those 2 other Auckland sides to begin their campaign. Especially in week 1, playing Akarana, when your players have had so long off since playoffs, and some of these didn't make the playoffs. So they got themselves into a mood quickly.
Oh, that's Manukau going over. Blink, you might have thought that might have been Dallin getting over in the corner, but Manukau's got a hat-trick. Great finish from Khan Manukau, 38-0.
And the big tall winger who's shown some great footwork this afternoon, just given an inch of space and taken a mile to get it over the try line in the field of play legally, under some pressure from some defenders, urgently coming across from Waikato, and the touch judge was confident to give it straight away. And Manukau, he gets his 3rd for the afternoon.
Yeah, not a bad return from Manukau in his first game this season, or first starting game. Khan Manukau. 38 points to nil. Second try only, though, in the second half. They had 5 in the first half. So 7 in all now. Waikato Mafi coming up here with one of his more difficult conversion attempts. As counties look to get out to 40. Still 20 minutes to play. It's going to be interesting to see who emerges out of that Southern Conference. Of course, Otago had a very good win up in Wellington last week. And Canterbury, of course, have got something to say about that. Long ago, wasn't that long ago, where Otago actually beat Canterbury in a game of men's rugby league. And under the old system, relegated Canterbury. Waikato Mafi with that conversion attempt, but it's hit the post. So it is 38 points to nil. The score remains.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable to see the likes of Otago in the last couple of seasons really come alive and progress. It's great to see the game down there flourishing.
Here's a good finish.
Unfortunately, they went down against Canterbury.
Yeah, 30-20 in that game today. So Canterbury remain unbeaten in that Southern Conference. But that finish from Manukau, that was top shelf.
He's had a fantastic afternoon. Hasn't had to do a lot of defending, but his involvements have been top-notch.
Ooh, there is our man Beatty again. Where have you been, Kalani, the last 4 years? Awesome shot. Vete.
Well, you mentioned it. Get him in the pack. Get Beatty in the middle.
Well, he used to be a back rower. He's been pushed out into the centre position today by Eugene Davis as Hunt rampages upfield again. Ooh. And he ruled for an incorrect play the ball there, Jamal Hunt.
He's been a real leader for them as far as this is concerned today. Busting tackles and getting quick play the balls. And you see there, wasn't able to get his foot to the ball because the ball came away from his hands. And great call from the referee. And just as a neutral, sitting here, and just feel like you're cheering on Waikato to get something out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, well said, Willie. Yeah, they've found line breaks. The one thing they've just found line breaks so hard to create. Now, kick early in the count here. Change of tactics here. But Nanson's got plenty of pace and back he goes.
And you can see the thought process in backing your speedster, but you've got to also have an understanding about your opposition, where he's positioned, what his capabilities are. And you're right, Nanson's got some toe as well. And it was highly unlikely that that play was going to work unless you had Usain Bolt out on the wing playing for you.
Ikahihi forward that. Vete. Going back to Paia Falau. Forward he goes. DQ. Nice play there from Tavita. Good hands from Crichton. Makaile almost loses it. In fact, he has lost it. A little untidy there from Counties Manukau on that occasion. So Hunt with that error. Now that one from Makaile.
Yeah, not able to control the pass coming to him. And again, some nice play from Dylan Tavita, combining with Arthur Crichton. And defensively, Waikato able to do enough to dislodge the ball. I just hope they don't waste this pass going again, this set by kicking it away too early. Use every play that you've got at your disposal to try and get some points here, Waikato.
McLean feeding the scrum. Here's Beatty.
Can they give it to him 6 times in this set?
He's loving it though. Look at him, big smile on his face as he got to his feet to play the ball there. Tekoi. Oh, Sorti almost through. Good run by the winger. Muru Hauraki. Now that's McLean. Comes to Tahuri. Ooh, sneaking under a high tackle there from Falau. And now getting some treatment around the head from Teko. He's had a tough game, Tahuri, in this match.
He's been in the wars, hasn't he? He's put himself about.
Sandwiched between the posts a moment ago. Here comes a run from Kaho. Siuali Kaho playing it for McLean again. He's got to measure this one. Kicking for Sorti, but Nansen has got that one for Counties.
Well done, Drew Nansen. On a couple of occasions. Had to deal with some dodgy kicks under some pressure and done it excellently.
Yeah, Nansen has had a very strong game. But all the tries have gone to the other winger today. 3 of them, none for Nansen. But Nansen's work rate has been exceptional through this match. Here's Mikaele. Well handled there by Flood. Mikaele didn't like that one, as we see.
Yeah, silly from Mikaele. I don't know. He just got a tangle up in his boot, and I don't know why he threw the ball away. No need for this frustration. You see him carry the ball. And Kalo Koroheke here, just tangled up in the boot. Show some discipline.
Oh, referee Caddy might be taking firmer action here, or is it surely it's just a talk? Cool it, my man, that's what he's saying. I think I'm a good lip reader. Jamal Hunt there asking referee Caddy, hey, what's the chance of you having a look at the bunker? Here's a penalty coming up here for Waikato. No, referee Caddy's handled that pretty well, will he?
Yeah, very well. And the lesson is for any young people that are watching the game, don't try and take things into your own hands. You don't need to solve it. The referee will look after it. If he sees it as a penalty, he'll give it. You can't throw away position cheaply or ill-disciplined like that.
Exactly. Jerome Flood. 12 metres out here. McLean. And it comes to, oh boy, that's going to hurt. That was Cooley with a monster. Tahuri. A little play the ball there, a little messy here. Counties. I think a little talking to has just sparked them up.
Yeah, that penalty just seemed to have recharged their batteries here for Counties Manukau.
Now watch this one. Oh, Cowan.
And gives him some afters.
Cooley. Cowan just got up there though, didn't bother him whatsoever.
No. Don't show them. Don't show them.
A bit of late fire in this one. Still 10 minutes to play. Crichton. Vakao Takakala. I'll tell you what, Coach Tusa Lafaeli and Phil Gordon, I'll be delighted with the response there of their team to that last couple of minutes. Yes, they won't be happy with Mikaele and the way he reacted a moment ago, but I'm talking about the response following that. You know, lit the fuse underneath them. Cooley was in there making a big shot. That's exactly what you want, sort of response you want from your team, even though you're leading 38-0.
Yeah, I agree. that their mindset changed after that. And sometimes, whether it's right or wrong, it shouldn't take that to spark you in. If you've lost the ball, you get to the scrum and say, all right, let's go. Let's get that aggressive mindset on the next defensive set rather than wait for the referee to do something. And they come away with a decision here now, the one-on-one steal. But yeah, you're right, the response would have pleased the coaches.
Yeah, it was a penalty, 2 in the tackles. We see Crichton again, beautiful short ball. And through goes Mikaele. And you're just reminding a few that, hey, look at the scoreboard, my man, Mikaele.
He's not a happy bunny, is he?
He should be. He just scored a good try.
Yeah, great line. And come out again. It's Tavita to Crichton. And Crichton just squaring up deep into the line. And a great line there from Mikaele. And the combination's been lethal of Dylan Tavita and Arthur Crichton, in particular on that right-hand side. You've spoken about how dry it's been try-scoring wise on the left-hand side. And the right-hand side here, Mikaele, still a bit emotional after that penalty and throwing the ball away, but he responds in a great way by getting a 4-pointer.
42-0. Try number 8 in the game. Tavita Mikaele, 25-year-old player, Warriors jersey flick player just before COVID hit. And he gets his first try of the Premiership this season.
And they'll be doubly happy now, the coaches, that defensive resolve to force the error and then come down and back that up with a great attacking set that finishes with the try. It'll be really pleasing for the coaching staff of Counties Manukau.
Whakatau Mawhi looking to add the extras, which he has done, to 44-0. Still 7 minutes to play here. And remember, Vulcans Lakers coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Triple header here at Papakura. It's been a bumper day here of domestic rugby league for you. Earlier today it was Akarana 22, Auckland 20 in a women's premiership match. Thrilling game.
An outstanding contest.
Right down to the wire, that game.
Now, unfortunate for the Vulcans. Just losing the lead late on. Great response from Akarana.
Ngati claims the kick-off there for Counties Manukau. Ikahihifo. Away goes Teku. Got that first try. Second try, in fact, in the first half. Ngati waits at dummy half. Here comes Ikahihifo. Second carry for him in the set. Teku. Nice inside ball. That was Crichton. Hitting Jamal Hunt. Teku looking to get that ruck clearance. Crichton again. Now it comes to Vakau Takakala. Starting to look confident again, the Counties Manukau Stingrays, but he's lost it. And it's been picked up by Waikato, and it's Kaho who's got it.
Yeah, just an interesting battle going on here. Suia Kaho has thrown his body around here. He lined up Seb Ikahifo and got a shot on him. And Seb Ikahifo got up, made eyes with him, and I got your number. Next time he got the ball, he went straight at him. And it was a great collision from both of them. He hasn't given up the fight and still in there. Suiakawa as they give up the ball again.
And Nanson's going to help himself to 4 points there. Waikato couldn't get any momentum into that set whatsoever. And Andrew Nanson, 48-0.
Oh, he finally gets his try. Drew Nanson. Wasn't in the fashion that we thought it would be with the ball coming out to the left. It still hasn't come to him. It's come off a great defensive read, forcing an error. And great pressure from Cooley. Puts the ball down. And Nansen under the sticks for his first of the day. And they should hit 50.
Yeah, they should hit 50. Second try for the Premiership for him. Got one against Akarana. In round number 1, Whakatau Murphy, he's not sharing the love, is he, with the goal kicking? He's taking it all for himself. Might give one to Albert Vetti in front of the post one day, eh? That's 9 tries in the game now to Counties Manukau. 7 goals for Whakatau Murphy. He's having quite a day. He scored 18 points now. 7 goals and 1 try.
And great awareness from Counties Manukau to understand that for the Waikato side to get any joy from that deep, they were going to have to play their way out. It would have been easy for the edge of Counties Manukau to hold back, be passive, but seeing what the threat was in front of them, they got forward aggressively, and the joy came with them forcing the error.
I think if there's one lesson for all the teams, that counties are just reinforcing just how deep and talented they are. So many good players across the park, Willie. They really are very powerful this year.
Yeah, they've got a great mix of being powerful and skillful, but they're connected, whether that's with the ball in hand or without. I spoke at the top of the broadcast about Whakatau Murphy at fullback, Dylan Tavita at 13, Ngati and Crichton in the halves.
There's Nansen again. Andrew Nansen. Whakatau Murphy right there. This is Makaile. Manukau. Can't get it back to his centre. Hearing, and it has been lost by Counties Manukau. The other thing I like is they seem to be real connected as a team as well. Seem to be all getting along with each other really well.
Yeah, there's a real togetherness about them, isn't there?
Yeah, yep.
And whenever something happens like this, they're all getting around the person that's dropped the ball. They're celebrating all the wins with each other.
Yeah, well done to the coaches, Phil Gordon and Tusa Lafaele, who've got created what looks like to be a very good culture in that Counties Manukau team this year.
Yeah, they're a real solid unit.
So here comes Penny Gestrel, and again some pretty solid defence this time from Arthur Crichton.
And he's felt that one.
Yep.
Arthur Crichton, the halfback for Counties Manukau and the halfback for Papakura, who also, a bit like Whakatau Murphy, spent some time in the Penrith Panther system, just throwing his left shoulder into the ribs. And
that was 50. This score is 50-0. I mean, that just, I think, is evidence of what we were talking about before. Crichton doesn't care about the score, doesn't care about the clock. He cares about making the stop. Cooley, Nansen can't grab it for Counties Manukau.
Not able to get his second of the afternoon as we tick down to the final minute of the game. Finally, they get a shift out to the left-hand side in the second half. Just misses the jump, Nansen.
Well, one more chance here for Waikato. Been a really tough day for them. Again, just outclassed by this Counties Manukau team. Reinforcing their title credentials. It's Kaho. Could run from him. McLean. And now a chance, one more chance for our man Beattie. Oh, beautiful offload from him. Cowan. Oh, just couldn't quite link up with Tai Toko.
I'm not sure what was wrong with the orthodox pass, trying to flick it out to the back of his right hand. And chance goes big in there.
And Manukau grabs that little kick there from Dylan Tavita. It's been a solid effort from Counties, hasn't it? 50 points to nil. Just far too good. That's win number 3 for them. And a step closer to reclaiming the NZRL National Premiership in 2025 for the Counties Manukau Stingrays. 9 tries in all. And they have been super good from start to finish as they win this by 50 points to nil.
Yeah, sitting pretty at the top of the Northern Premiership table. Counties Manukau, very, very good this afternoon.
Yeah, 50 to nil. And the tries, 3 to Manukau. Other try scorers were Teku, Ngati, Cooley, Whakatau Murphy, Makaile and Nansen, with Whakatau Murphy kicking 7 goals in the game. Let's check out all the highlights, Willie. And, well, it all started early with this try here from Manukau.
It did. It took him 10 minutes, though, to finally cross over, and Manukau getting his first one in the right-hand corner of some nice play. Sebeke, he looked like he was going to take it to the line. Subtly tips it on to Dylan Taveta, who doesn't play subtle at all, plays powerful, getting over the fullback and tips it on to Teku for his first one of the afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good try, wasn't it? And then Ngati, that was determination. Didn't get it down the first time, but did the second. That's the 3rd try. And then this one here from Manukau. Another kick from Dylan Taveta.
The wobbly kick that troubled everyone except Manukau. Picked it up, showed some deception, dummying, footwork. Gets number 2 for the afternoon.
And then the tries kept coming in the first half. This one from Cooley. Real low centre of gravity. Runs like Sam Moore. Remember him? Did you play alongside Sam at some stage?
I didn't play against Sammy. I coached against Sammy. He's doing a great job at Parramatta on their coaching staff now. And this was their first one of the second half. Great skill from Arthur Crichton to put Whakatau Murphy in.
Yeah, that was a really nice try, wasn't it? Manukau with the Dallin Watani Zalesniak type finish there to complete his hat-trick. Really nice finish from him. And then we saw Crichton with that short ball to Makaile.
In his angry phase. Still taking it. Just be happy with the try. Well done. And looking to finish the game real strongly. And then
the last
Waikato.
try. Nansen, he deserved a try in this game. He was super. Good effort there from Andrew Nansen. So 50 points to nil. Job done for this team here. Now we're going to get some reaction from one of the bench players with Fred Stedman-Lefoe.
We're here with the Counties captain, Stedman-Lefoe. Sully, you've maintained your unbeaten run. You put 50 on them. You must be stoked with that performance.
Yeah, it was good. The message throughout this week was just to focus on our D. I think it didn't matter how much points we put on, just how many points we conceded. So it was good for us. Good for us moving on to next week.
There were some strong individual showings, including a hat-trick to Khan. What was the highlight for you personally?
Can't get a hat-trick. Probably the nil. Probably defending our line, backing our D. Yeah, our line speed, especially the points, especially the nil.
A win next week against the Lakers will secure you a final spot. What's the mindset?
Just getting that game out the way. For Counties, we haven't won this region comp in the last 10 years, so it means a lot for us this year to get this. Our region has done it tough, so just getting the win, getting it for our region, that'll be good.
We see the fire. Well done today.
Sure, thanks about that.
Nice job by Stedman-Lefoe there. And some real guns in that team, clearly.
And it's not just the talent. You can see the hunger and desire in the way he's speaking and what it means to this group to rescue this trophy for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah,
There's a lot of passion
isn't
in
it?
there.
It's been a long time between drinks for Counties, that's for sure. And yeah, there's a good spirit in that team. They're all enjoying their company, each other's company, aren't they, too, Willie? That's evident from the body language we're just seeing there.
Yeah, and there was some evidence of that throughout the game, from start to finish, and they're in great heart.
Oh, good news for you, league fans. We've got another game coming up shortly. The Lakers, who are going to be County's next opponent, are up against the Auckland Vulcans. Kicking off in about 15 minutes. We're going to get some more reaction now from Manukau de Jong. Get my names right. Go ahead, Marco.
We're here with Caleb McLean from Waikato. It's a tough assignment. What do you take as a team from today?
We took all the positives out of it today, as we said in halftime. It was our last game, so it was just good to play together. It's been a good campaign, actually been a good year for our Waikato Rugby League. But yeah, we're just playing for what we love, and that's our region, Waikato region, and to play rugby league, well, against the best in New Zealand.
Any special mentions for the season?
Yeah, to our whānau, all the tautoko has been seen by the boys, and yeah, no, we appreciate all the mahi there that works behind the scenes for this team, and yeah, can't wait for next year.
Anyone leaving us that you'd like to mention?
Nah, no one leaving us. I think everyone knows in the Waikato that one in Auckland, so yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks so much, and well done this season.
Thank you.
Yeah, tough day there for Caleb McLean and the rest of the Waikato team. Thoroughly outplayed by Counties Manukau here at Papakura with that full-time score for you once again, 50 points to 0. But stick around, we're going to have our third and final game coming up here from Massey Park at Papakura in 15 minutes. And we've got the Vulcans playing the Lakers. So stick around, that one's not too far away.